Welcome to the writings of Patrick S. Smith. Hello, all. Just a few updates on my writing. First off, my wife Kathy won't be joining me for this one. Just the timing and work schedule just did not give us time together to get to do it. So, try to do it again on the next video because she seemed to enjoy it and actually made a couple comments about doing it again. Start with is the poetry releases over on YouTube, The Snowfall and What Stares Back from the Mirror. Now, Snowfall, I think there's probably 3 billion of those types of poems out there, but What Stares Back from the Mirror is kind of personal for me. It wasn't long after my youngest daughter was born. It wasn't that I was unhappy with life and where I was at. It was just I knew I could do more, and I looked at that, or I was in the bathroom and I took a long, hard look in the mirror and just didn't like where I was at in life. I felt I could do more, and so went back to school, got 2 associate's degrees, and kind of reopened myself to writing a little bit, thanks to the English class I took, or at least one of the English classes I took. So it was a positive thing, and it's just one of these that we all have that moment where we take a long, hard look at ourselves in the mirror and try to figure out who and what we are, and where we're going, that sort of thing. On the update side, Amber's kind of gotten pushed to the side because of a lot of edits. I did get a few hundred words in again, so still low progress. On the update side, Amber got a couple hundred words in. Slow progress, but workload is just too much. I did get the final minor edits done to the Stafford. The little things like making sure I got the right commas in the right spots, I's dotted, T's crossed, that sort of thing. Just those real fine edits that I would love to be able to pay an editor to find and do, but that's just not in the cards right now. I got the first revision to naming the Sears done. Ugh. Still a lot of work before I even say, hey, we're ready to try to do another test reading and see where we're at. I mean, the bones are good. I think I got a good story structure. It's just now going back and cleaning up a lot of work and, fleshing it out a little bit better. So, on that front. One other thing I've been working on, and here again this falls into the same category of what I've been doing with, or what I've spent the last couple weeks doing with the Stafford, is my first audio story. I did a reading on it. Rough. I realized the writing was not up to where it needed to be, so it's gone back into some revisions, just minor stuff, and then going back in and cleaning things up and just trying to make it a better readable story. So I'm actually at a point I feel like I can give it another shot trying to do the recording on it. So that is in the works. On the query front, I've got one poetry query still out there and one on my time among the elves. Not getting good luck on those fronts. But that's a writer's life. Talk to any writer. It's work. It's work. But going to try a few more here. Probably next weekend when I have some free time. But still hopeful. I mean, they're going to get published. It's just, do I get get lucky? And I hate using that term to describe it this way, but do I get lucky and get an agent and get published traditionally, or in terms of the poetry get picked up in a magazine and then eventually an anthology there, or with my time, do I get an agent and get published traditionally that route? Don't know, and if not, I will self-publish. I'm not afraid of that. I mean, I feel like, I am, there are people out there who enjoy my work and want to see me succeed and, want more. It's just finding them. that, which is another problem with, I think all writers face in the beginning is finding your audience. So, and, but one other thing I have been working on is I've been trying to beta read a novel or novella. I'm not sure which category right off the top of my head it falls under. But it's been quite interesting. It hits a lot of elements I like. I mean, because you get a lot of, without weighing down the story, there's a lot of little elements that, talk about differences in cultures, even if you think, you know them, or, culture A and culture B are essentially the same, and you find out they're in their own ways they're as different as night and day. So it's been an interesting read, but at the same time it makes it that much harder to actually do a true beta read on it and find because part of beta reading is you find structure problems, you find elements in it that don't work, and bring it to the author's attention. So it's a mixed bag, but it's just finding time to do it. Even this, I mean, I'm having to squeeze in 5 minutes, it seems like. So, but maybe, one day I will have free time where I could do things. So, don't know exactly when yet, because I've got to take my youngest up to college and drop her off, move her in. So that's a day lost. And that's coming up here in a couple weeks. Just all in all. But, I am progressing. The Stafford, like I say, going to query that and see if I can get it published. And just the timing of things is not going to let me I don't think it's going to let me hit my ideal publish date of October. So we'll see on that. But that's it for right now. Please like and subscribe. Look for my books on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and just about any other place you can pick up books. The audio version of The Chaos of Me is available on Spotify. Still waiting on Audible, but hopeful there. So, everyone, take care, and we'll talk to you the next time. Bye. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. You can find more of my books on Amazon.com. Also, you can find more of my stories and poems at patricssmithauthor.wordpress.com. The links are in the description. Thank you.